welcome to this YouTube video. Today I want to share with you 3 things that you can do that will really help you to strengthen your intuition. I definitely have found that our intuition can be strengthened. We can do certain things that really strengthen our intuition, improve our intuition, making us more able to connect with it a little easier, to feel into what our intuition is trying to tell us. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I've done that has really helped me to strengthen my intuition. So I definitely have found that our intuition is a very powerful tool. It is a very powerful tool that can really be used in a way in which can really change our life. When we listen to our intuition, we can sometimes take quantum leaps in our life. We can open doors of our life purpose and more abundance, more alignment. And these are really important things that we as human beings really want. And, we want to be in alignment. We want to be happy and fulfilled in this lifetime. And our intuition can really do that for us. When we listen to our intuition and pay attention to this inner wisdom, when we follow through with it, we can always be guided to our highest timeline, to the highest path, or truly to whatever that's good for us and whatever truly gets us to evolve or transform to become a greater person. I definitely have found that our intuition will always guide us to places that really is going to get you to grow and to evolve. And so it is a very powerful tool to develop. And we all have an intuition. I do believe that intuition is truly a spectrum and that some of us are more tapped into our intuition than others. And I definitely have found that if you are someone who knows that your intuition is somewhere in the background, because I used to be someone who, growing up as a child, I always had this intuition, always tapped into it. But, it was just the song played in the background, and I always wondered what was this feeling, what was this knowing that I used to have. And when I started to act on this knowing, I started to realize that my life is truly going to change and has changed so much ever since I started to pay attention to that inner compass. When we connect with our intuition, we are connecting with higher wisdom and higher knowledge. So you are tapping into this God mind and you are being guided by this God mind, and it's always going to get you to act in your best interests. So I definitely have found things that has helped me to strengthen my intuition. The first thing that has really helped me to strengthen my intuition has been intuitive eating. A couple of years ago, I used to really struggle with having a very healthy relationship with food. I had sort of a disorder, an eating disorder, and how I came out of that was through intuitive eating. This is not a diet. This is definitely a lifestyle. I started to notice that my intuition was speaking to me in terms of food. And that's how I managed to really heal my relationship with food. Also, to strengthen my intuition, because when I started to notice that my intuition was speaking to me in terms of what I ate, how I ate, and it was working quite well for me, started to see that my intuition was also speaking to me in other areas of my life. It's like when I started to notice the power of my intuition in one area of my life, I started to also recognize that my intuition is sort of getting louder in other areas of my life. And so for me, I have definitely found that when I started to intuitive eat, I started to notice that my intuition is very powerful, because it is very powerful in guiding me towards how much I need to eat, what foods are good for me, when I should stop eating or start eating, being able to gauge real hunger, all these things. It was so powerful for me. It was like an eye opener for me. And this was actually the first time when I started to actually use my intuition in a very powerful way. And then following that, I started to notice that my intuition was speaking to me a little louder in other areas of my life as well. I started to notice that my intuition was speaking to me in terms of my career, and also just the books I should read or the music I should listen to. These are also things that my intuition really spoke to me quite loud. And whenever I really listened to my intuition, I always found myself in the right place, doing the right thing, being connected to this divine timing, sort of. So I have definitely found that intuitive eating has been a game changer for me. It has changed my life. A couple years ago, I really struggled with having a very healthy relationship with food. And I really wanted to heal my relationship with food. And intuitive eating is a great way to get out of that diet culture mentality, you know, and it truly, fast forward today, I can definitely say I have a very healthy relationship with food, as well as I have a very strong intuition, not just around food, but also around other areas of my life as well. So the second thing that I've done that has really helped me to strengthen my intuition has been meditation. Meditation has many benefits, but one of it is truly to strengthen your intuition. Because when we are meditating, when we are in a meditative state, we're able to truly feel into our physical body a little more, and a lot of us are tapped into our intuition. We feel it in our gut, we feel it in our heart, and so when you start to meditate, you start to tap into a spiritual space that goes beyond the mind and the body. You're tapping into a very sacred spiritual space, and you are opening yourself up to this energy that's very powerful and has the power to communicate to you powerful information. As I said, when we're connecting with our intuition, we're connecting to higher knowledge. And it is through meditation where we can truly get a lot of inspired ideas, intuitive knowings, tap into our clear cognizant ability, to receive an answer. But this is a very powerful way to really strengthen your intuition, because I feel that we can truly feel our intuition the most when we are in that meditative state. The third thing that I've done that has really helped me to strengthen my intuition has been to trust it and to follow through with it. Now, the reason why I say this is because sometimes our intuition gets us to do small things, no big deal, doesn't require a lot of trust or anything like that. But sometimes our intuition gets us to jump into the unknown or do something that we've never done before. And that can be really scary, especially to our egoic mind. We can truly get scared and anxious and really start to lose faith and trust. And it can be a little bit of a scary time. We can be in the dark night of the soul. Intuition really gets us to go into the unknown sometimes because it knows that you are going to grow there. As I mentioned, our intuition really gets us to evolve and transform. And in the unknown, sometimes you are given challenges and opportunity to grow the most. And your intuition knows this. So I definitely would say that it's important to trust your intuition. Trust that your intuition has your best interest at heart, and to really follow through with it, even if it might be scary. Because here's the thing that I've learned about my intuition is that when I trust it and follow through with it, there's more intuitive ideas that come into my life. There's more intuitive steps that I need to take. And I definitely would say that the more I started to trust in it and have faith that my intuition is guiding me in the right direction, on the right path, I started to see more of my intuition speak to me in a very clear way, give me inspired ideas, intuitive knowings, and it really strengthened my ability to not only trust in it, but to have faith that my intuition is this compass. It's powerful compass that's guiding me towards where I need to be, where I'm destined to be. So it's really important that you follow through with it, act on it. A lot of us don't act on our intuition, and I think this is very important. It's very important that we start acting on it, on our intuition. I do feel that in the future a lot of us are going to live from an intuitive place. We're going to make decisions based upon this intuition. We're going to act from our intuition a lot more than we are now. But it definitely is a good time to start because there's this energy that we can connect with more than ever right now, and that is our intuition. And when we start to connect deeper with our intuition, we truly can change our life. Definitely have found that the stronger my intuition has gotten over the years, the more my life has changed, because I definitely have started to recognize how my intuition spoke to me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has helped you in some way. Thank you so much for receiving today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.